valiant soldier in the ranks. We've lost him to the female trickery of feminism, but it's okay. We're going to keep on pushing.
What's up, Alpha? It's your boy, Alpha. I'm looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Putting it in your face.
Oh, that was crazy. That's not where I thought he was going.
Whoa. I ain't got no problem with dark-skinned girls. I bang them all the time. Wait, hold on.
How have you done it, Joe?
Hello again. I am the banker, and if you know what that is from, I am so proud of you. Otherwise, I am the boy Monterey Hudson, the host of Make It Make Sense, and of course, I am not alone. I am joined by a colorful crew of collective people. First and foremost, we do have one of the CEOs of the 90s or the 99s and the 2000s. It is Lizelle May.
Oh. Hey, I did that clap. What's up? It's your boy, Alpha. Lizelle May, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy, just for y'all.
And of course, since we have to talk about we do have the babyface bandit, but we also do have the Lord of the Degenerates himself, aka the patron saint. It is the Afro Comedy 765.
You already know your local neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks a daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day. You know the vibes.
Of course.
You got a porn mustache vibe going on.
If you're vibing with the channel, please make sure go to the actual channel. Go to the YouTube site that is Make It Make Sense, the podcast. Make sure you go on there and subscribe. The link is in the description. Just share it in the comments, no matter where you're watching it. Make sure to go click that link, subscribe to it, come watch us. Got plenty of content for you over there that you won't find on lives. But as you know, this week has been a little bit of a funny week. We've had a whole bunch of seemingly random things happen. Some might be big, some might not be big. So I'm just gonna come on here and ask you, big deal or no big deal? Basically, I'm gonna bring you the hottest topics of this week, and I'm just gonna have the people here, whether you are in the comments, whether you are in the audience watching, or whether you are on this show, and you are gonna tell me it is a big deal or is it not a big deal. Just real simple. Make it real simple. You can just tell me how you feel and why you feel the way that you do. And like I said, it has been a whole bunch of just crazy things going on today. So not today, this week. So let's just go ahead and start with one that I find particularly peculiar, and that is this rumor of Dragon Ball magic. This rumor, if you are not aware, supposedly this rumor leaked out this week that there will be a new Dragon Ball show starting in the first half of 2024 that is overseen by Akira Toriyama, the creator or the original author of Dragon Ball himself. And it is supposedly 15 episodes of Goku and the Supreme Kai having been changed into children by accident. And they're using those 15 episodes to scour around said universe and find a way to get their bodies back grown again. Is this a big deal or is this not a big deal? The Afro Comic, you are up first.
This isn't a big deal. If you're not giving me a new season of Super, it's not a big deal. People don't care about this. People want to see goddamn Ultra Ego animated. Let's be honest.
Now,
not a big deal at all. This is.
Do you like the idea of this show? It's a whole other thing.
What? No, not really. I've never really cared for the Supreme Kai as a character, nor do I want to see him and Goku run around to try and find the right Dragon Balls to wish themselves back to adult size. Fucking come on! If I want to watch Goku as a kid, I will go back and rewatch GT.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or original Dragon Ball. If I want to see Goku as a kid, there are plenty of better mediums that are already tried and true.
Yeah, there's definitely the argument that this is GT all over again, just possibly even worse. But I've also heard arguments of, Super was originally looked at as something that was going to be horrible, and it ended up being well. Also as other media, as though the Dragon Ball Broly movie, people thought it was going to suck, and it did wonderfully well. There's a Dragon Ball superhero movie that I personally think sucks, but
it did suck.
It did well. There's also Dragon Ball Resurrection Elf and Battle of Gods that people thought was going to suck, and respect.
Those are actually good.
Well, so it just depends. Some people are saying, give Toriyama a chance. Also, take this with a grain of salt because this is still a rumor. There's not been any official confirmation from Toriyama or Funimation Studios or any official media. This is a leak. Therefore, speaking of leaks, Zell May, since you are the one who knows of all the leaks, tell me your thoughts of Dragon Ball magic. Is it a big deal or no big deal?
It's 100% a no big deal. Why? Because this is like that filler section right before like Resurrection of Elf, and where they have like Vegeta fighting some little purple clone that nobody watched because the episode did terribly until the regular stuff starts, and then everybody like, oh, everybody gonna be excited just because they're gonna be like, oh, this means Mario. Let's go. Shout out to the porn stash. But that's a big deal. But but yeah, like I'm saying, it's not a big deal. Nobody wants to see an adventure of young Goku being young again. How many times we did that? And the Supreme Kai being young, we don't. Who cares? Supreme Kai is he's not that popular of a character. So unless you bring in like Kid Buu back for some weird reason to bring him back, I don't think no one's gonna be hyped for it.
And also, graciously, we are joined by the Riz Kage of the Blerd Cartel himself, Hollywood Sensei, aka Chopper, but not what it do, man. What it do?
What's going on, fellas?
You are here just in time for our first nice topic. Basically, I'm going to ask you these different topics all over the week. Is it a big deal or not a big deal? And the first one is, as you're saying in the picture, Dragon Ball Magic. Is this a big deal or not a big deal? And what do you think of this show, possibly?
Oh, what?
Oh, wonderful. We got a new one. I get to break this new man in, pause, of Dragon Ball Magic. So if you are not aware, again, Dragon Ball Magic is a leak that came out over the course of this week that supposedly will be starting in the first half of 2024. It'll be 15 episodes about Goku and the Supreme Kai after accidentally been changed back into children, scouring around the universe and places to find a way to get their proper ages back again. It's a leak, is no official confirmation, but it's a pretty big leak that was running the rooms everywhere around the anime community. What do you think?
So this is basically Dragon Ball GT with the Supreme Kai involved?
There we go. But as children, and only 15 episodes. Supposedly.
Yeah, if this is true, this joint probably gonna be ass. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean,
baby Vegeta.
I love DBZ, you know.
God,
Toriyama's my guy, but I hope this ain't real. I ain't with it. But for me, it's not a big deal. This joint ass.
Like I said, I hope it's not a big deal because this is some ugly stuff. I think this is gonna be. We want the moral.
I was about to say, nigga, I'm trying to see nigga Frieza. What are we talking about?
We're trying to see Susanoo Goku. We're not trying to see Shin, the Supreme Kai, try to be useful. I'm good on that. I'm really.
How Goku turn to a child? He a god now.
Try to be useful.
You know,
how are we just turning into child
wishes again? You know, we'll do it the same way. It worked the first time.
So Garlic Jr. is coming back.
Oh no!
You know what?
Super
if that
17.
happens, this will be a big deal for me. I love Garlic Jr.
Garlic Jr. I love him as a character.
As long as he gets buff halfway through the show, we're gravy.
SS4 Goku got to come back just for.
We're already dealing
the original
with
Super Saiyan God.
We're already dealing with the manga rehashing the Dragon Ball superhero movie, and we have to deal with
Oh
it.
my God!
Please, let's not do this.
It's
But
so
that's
bad.
the first one. Let's go to the second one. I can get this one out the way because, respectively, you know, the Afro Comedy is not so much of a fan of sports, so we're gonna give you a break on this.
If you're not beating somebody with something, I'm not watching.
So we'll give them a slight break with this next one, but quiet you. So over the course of this week, if you are a sports fan, you would have lovingly seen this picture or some iteration of this everywhere. Damian Lillard of the Portland Trail Blazers was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, surprisingly, on a Wednesday, I believe. Out of nowhere, everybody thought he was going to Toronto, waited for him to go to the Heat, and he ended up going to one of the most dominant or best teams of the Eastern Conference. I'm going to go to the Hollywood for this one. Is this a big deal or not a big deal?
Oh, this is a big deal. You know what I mean? This is gigantic, humongous. You know what I mean? We were waiting for, Damian Lillard to be moved, whether we thought it was going to happen during the offseason or during the season. This is where's Dame going? Is he going to Miami? Could it be the Knicks? Could it be Philly? You know what I mean? Could he? You know what I mean? Maybe Milwaukee was in there, you know what I mean? But now you got Dame with Giannis, dynamic duo, probably the best duo in the East. Not even probably the best duo in the Eastern Conference. I mean, I'll take them over whoever else is out there. Little dip on the defensive end now because you lose Drew Holiday, who was probably your best defender besides Giannis. So, but for me, it's a big deal because this shakes up the NBA. I mean, and also we'll see now, does Giannis stay in Milwaukee? Because it looked like he was trying to leave out that back door before this deal happened. So
they signed both his brothers too, and they oh, you staying, dog?
I would say, before I pass the Zellman, I get mine. I would say I think this is a big deal, definitely, because I think this rocks the Eastern Conference and the NBA as a whole. Losing Drew Holiday makes them lose some of the perimeter defense, but the East doesn't have the shooters that the West has anyway. So the perimeter defense, I really feel like it's not going to be hurt or not going to be seen as much. I mean, the best shooting team is probably like Boston, and Boston is a bit inconsistent. And I love Boston. I am a Boston fan. And I am not looking forward to seeing this man right here, dragging the ball down, and we still got Giannis back there. I'm not looking forward to that. This is disgusting. But this is one of the duos that if people imagined would go together would be one of the best duos we could imagine, and it actually happened. So I believe they're going to be on a bit of a tear. Dame don't shrink under pressure. I think he's going to be waiting for this moment. And I don't really see Giannis leaving because it'd be like, why? Like, you got the arguably one of the top 3 point guards in the league right now on your team. They done went all in, basically. You would leave to go to a team, lesser? Or, like, if you're a free agent, what other team would you go to that would be better than what you have now? It's not many. So they still in there. You still even have a number 3. You still have Brook Lopez. Their starting 5 is disgusting. I'm sorry. This is a very big deal, and I even think Vegas has them now as the odds-on favorite to win it all. So this is a very big deal. But Zelmay, what you thinking?
I agree with everything everybody has been saying, and I'm gonna give you the biggest reason why. That wall don't work no more. That's all I know. That wall you set on Giannis in the playoffs, all he got to do is dribble, Dame float up, pass it out. That's gonna be almost automatic, and y'all gonna stop it. And then you can't wall him off. Oh, he going off. You can't wall him? Okay. You throw it to Drew Holiday. Okay, Drew Holiday, what he probably miss more than he hit because he about 37, 40% wide open. Damn. Oh, he hitting every time. He'll hit from 35. He'll back up even further. Oh, you can't wall him out no more. Chris Middleton ain't got pressure to score. Chris Middleton like, okay, I can just do my role. Okay, come on now.
And this might make Chris Middleton even more effective now that you can demote him from Robin to, Alfred, I guess. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, that's the thing. Chris Middleton used to have some injury issues, and you used to need him to get that 20, 25 point ish. They don't even need him to do that anymore. He could just be a supporting role. And the fact that Dame is going to add so much spacing to that floor now because they have to start guarding him past half court. He's going to add so much spacing that, oh my goodness. It's now, if Giannis gets a bit of a 2-pointer shoot or like that bit of a fadeaway, it's just going to be unstoppable almost. But just either way.
You can't wall him no more, bro. You know how dangerous it is to not wall Giannis?
This adds so much, though. This adds so much. So this team in Boston is going to be disgusting to watch. I can't wait, but this team in Boston is going to be disgusting.
So are we going to see a run back of Phoenix versus Milwaukee in the final?
Because Phoenix do look nice with them pieces that they add.
I like Jerkic over Aiden because Jerkic's going to play hard. Aiden
they got bench players now. They have bench. I feel like they still need somebody to run point, but they got bench players now.
Grayson Waller going to cheat.
Or
I feel like they'll probably go and pick up a point guard during the whoever is available. Somebody out there.
Yeah. Besides Drew Holiday, but just
I'm hearing Drew Holiday might get flipped to the Golden State Warriors for Chris Paul.
That don't even make sense. Like, people are like, well, why? They need size. Like, they do not need point guards. Like, they need size. This is wild. But you know what? I don't care at this point. Just do what you're going to do before October.
Call Dwight Howard. Call Dwight.
I think they already been calling Dwight Howard. It just hasn't been official. But we're going to see. Either way, that's the second one of this, lovely time. And as the Afro Comedy eventually joins us back, we had to get this one out the way. We'll go to our third one. And our third one.
What's that trick, Tor?
Our third one.
I see them. They're cheering for your boy.
It's something else that went viral.
Go get a belt.
We'll see how this goes. So this one was, shout out to Shannon Sharpe. We know him from sports. We know
Let's
him.
Go, Unc.
We know him, from Undisputed. We know him from the great podcasting work that he's done. He on his own personal podcast, Club Shay Shay. He had the infamous Brittany Renner, who is an internet personality known for exploring her romance options. Best way I can say it that way. And so she was on here and she decided to say that her body count was 35, which made Shannon have to take a little bit of a drink behind that one. But the real question that has to be asked is 35 really a big number? And Brittany's in her 30s. I think what's around 31, 32. She's not 30. Low 30s.
She's my age.
I think she's 33, 32 or 33, something like that.
I mean, 35.
We was in Better Club together, so I know she's around my age.
So the thing about it is you have to wonder, is 35 really a big number? And I think the last time we discussed her about her body count, she originally said it was like 8, but that was quite a number of years ago. I can't remember how many years ago. But either way, it's 35 really a big number. And because I know what the Afro comedy is going to say, and I can predict what Hollywood Sensei is going to say, I'm going to go to Zelmay first. Zelmay, first off, your reaction to this, is this a big deal or not a big deal? And how do you feel about the number 35?
Once you listen to the whole interview, it makes sense. Because you realize she from over there where my brother live. I ain't gonna also where she from. But then you realize she didn't have her dad in her life and she will look for men attention. So once you understand that and looking for men attention, 35 is really not that big of a number, because girls that look for father's attention and try to supplement it with male attention would probably do it. So from a thoughtful perspective, no, it's not a big number. For her, and that thought process, for me as a human being, I'm like, well, okay, all right. I don't ask, but if you tell me 35, I'm like, whoa. But like I said, from that perspective of her life and her story and looking for male attention, that's normal. That's something that often happens when you, especially in that. And like I said, who cares? Most men gonna line up anyway. She's telling them to line up. Don't people just be on that line? Don't be like Sneeko now and you take all them would hit.
We hate women, right?
Let us begin. Afro Kami, big deal or no big deal, and how you feeling about the 35 ball?
Come on now. Let's be honest, that 35 is actually like 47 to 56, and it don't matter either way. Nobody care. Bruh. 30, think about it. 33 years old, 35. That's barely one nigga a year that she slept with. Come on.
Okay. Realistically speaking, it's not one a year.
You know what I mean? I know it's not actually one a year, but if we're to divide it, you know what I mean? Sure, she had a year where she hit 10 niggas, 15. Like I said, it's honestly probably closer to 60, and that's okay too. Wow. Well, see, I think when she said 8 all those years ago, we should have multiplied by 3 then, and it would have been 24, and then this 35 would make more sense now. But yeah, this ain't no big deal. Niggas gotta quit acting like fucking, oh my goodness. Like I said, if she ain't burning you, you ain't got no reason to turn her. Come on.
The Riz Kage, I know you're cosplaying as a doctor right now. Can you heal this one? Can you do it for me? Is this a big deal or not a big deal? And can you fix the 35?
This is my diagnosis for this one. You know what I mean? For me, it's not a big deal, because 35, like, say she started having sex at like 20. You know what I mean? She's 33 now. Like, I mean, that's what, 3 bodies a year from 20 to 30. You know what I mean?
Like, come on.
That's like 3 bodies. You know what I mean? But also, I know Jones that's not even 33.
That's got triple digits.
I got astronomical numbers.
Like, thank you. Finally, someone talking realistically. I knew girls
in high school that was pushing
that part.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, man.
I knew girls in high school that had double digits in high school.
I want y'all to listen to me very clearly. You know what I mean? Especially the men that's watching. You know what I mean? The internet will have you believe, these red pill dudes or whatever, that how you believe, like, oh man, secret. I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
You don't believe in prayer band?
Experience jams is the best jams, bro.
Preach.
That's the best jams. And you gotta understand that sex is not mutually exclusive to men.
There we go.
Women like the fuck too. You You know what I mean?
Let's talk about it.
Who are you going to have sex with when you want some ass? A woman, right? Y'all
or a man, if that's how you're rocking, that's perfectly fine too.
Y'all both got to take part in the, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, just cut it out. 35 bodies, that ain't nothing.
Quit being scared if there ain't no fire.
I know niggas that hit 100 shorties in one summer. One.
This is perfect.
I know some niggas that are still paying for that to this day too.
This will go right into my spiel.
Yeah,
so I can answer
without a doubt. Of course, I would.
Every person on this board would.
I would have Brittany Renner flip 17 ways from Tuesday twice a week for the next 10 years of her life at least.
Right.
Shout out to Rick Fox, dog. Rick Fox shot his shot. Can I be 36?
No, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And
Dude, I thought Shannon got in there. If I'm not gonna be honest, I was like, he finished off that little glass of cognac and got 36 up out the way.
I wouldn't be surprised if Uncle did that.
But to keep it a bean, and 35 bodies is not a concern. Really, the number itself really ain't gonna be much of a concern if you only trying to smash. A high number or high body count.
It shouldn't be a concern.
You were ever gonna worry about if you trying to make that person your wife or husband or something.
Right.
That's the only time high body count. Because the thing about it, body count ain't what matters. History is what matters. It ain't body count. And they get that.
Medical history is what matters, folks.
I mean that too, but
medical history.
History what matters. It ain't, because the thing about it, you can have one shawty that got 50 bodies under her, but she done learned from it. She got a good brain on her shoulders, and she ready and conduct herself like wife dudes and all that. You can have one shawty over here. She got 2 bodies under her, but she done cheated back and forth between both of them motherfuckers. Don't know how to keep a relationship. Don't know how to do none of that kind of stuff. History is what matters, not just body count. And people love to just make body count the only history. No, that's not it. If I can't trust a motherfucker, it don't matter if you got 10 bodies or 10,000.
Listen, you got to put it in a simple way for folks. Listen, you can ask for the Carfax, but the Carfax is going to show you more than just the last 10 owners.
Like, I can ask you for your car. Let's say I ask you for your Carfax.
Get the diagnostics.
How many bodies on here? How many of these bodies is crazy? How many of these bodies you still got?
How many of these niggas I gotta shoot?
How many of these bodies live within 10 minutes of here? How many of these bodies you work with? Like the history is what matters. It ain't the bodies alone, but people love focusing on the body. Right. Don't let social media fool you to thinking, high body count is all that. No,
high body count is low value. Is not the equation.
A woman can
look at like, why did you leave your last husband? Oh, because he couldn't afford shit for me. Oh, damn, you got 3 bodies in one marriage, but you money hungry. That's what you look at. That's the shit that matters.
A lot of people who care about body count have never taken down someone who is not fucking versed in sexual activity. And there's nothing worse than an awkward sexual encounter.
You got something spread around. That's a part of history.
Yeah, that's a part of it. That's why we said medical history is the only history that you should really be thinking about. Because at the end of the day, but listen,
you got crazy exes, I need to know this shit. Like,
most definitely.
No.
No, folks, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, how much do you care about this person if a crazy ex is gonna fucking split it up? Because there ain't no nigga. If I'm going after a chick, I ain't worried about ain't no nigga out here bulletproof, bruh. And that's
you're right. They're not bulletproof, but why would I want to go try? Why would I put myself in the position? I ain't trying to go nowhere.
Listen, because I am a legal conceived
to go to jail.
I'm going to shoot someone and call the police.
I ain't got to. Like, bro, no, listen to me. I keep it a bean. That's fine. I can have I ain't even gonna say names. I can have C girl right here. C girl right here is fine. She cool, nice, all the things I'm looking for, but she got a crazy ex that still follows her to work every day. And I got B girl. B girl is about 85 to 90% of all.
Oh, I thought you were about to say years old. I was like, damn.
Like she got a little ratchet. Take those examples. C girl is wonderful, but I ain't trying to bring her back to my house and have a brick thrown through my window, and then I got to pull out the P. I ain't trying to go through that when I can have B girl, same thing, but I ain't got to worry about getting followed. That's the history. History is what matters.
History
Why
matters.
stay strapped? Got to.
History matters.
History,
and also at least for me, definitely the history. Your medical history, your STD, all that.
That's the important part.
And also, I mean, I'm not like I'll smash you if you know, you just had a little encounter with my homie. Like, if he hit, I'ma just hit. I ain't wifing you though. If I know that my man's, I mean, then if I know multiple of my homies that ran through there, nah, I'ma just see what it's like. But
you got to get in the you got to get in the wood nut and bolt.
Like,
I mean, look at it this way. You know, you somebody pass you a club flyer. Oh, it look nice. You know, you'll look at it for a little minute, then you pass it along to the next person. You know, you ain't got to keep the club flyer. You can pass the mug along. What's up, Craig? What's good? So, you know, but
careful, Monray. You're out here on the borderline of objectifying women.
Per-bunded, Monray. Per-bunded.
Just being honest. I ain't objectifying others. Just taking an analogy and making it something.
I'm just saying, you know how sensitive the internet is. You get to objectifying women, it could be a rough day.
They're sensitive on everything. It is what it is at this point. But let's go to our next deal or no deal topic. Real simple. Like, so there was an arrest that was made this week over,
and the award for stupidest nigga in the universe goes to Keefe D
over Tupac Shakur. Yes. From back in 1996 to 2023, we're going on 30 years since this, and we got a new arrest in it. I would like to just ask my people on the panel here, is this a big deal or is it not a big deal? And since the Afro Comic wants to go, let's get him have at it.
Keefe D has been on Vlad interviews telling us that he drove the car that shot Tupac since 2010.
right.
At least. He has been saying, I drove the car with the niggas that killed Tupac. And we got to the point now where everyone else in that car besides him is dead. So he's the only one left. They got to charge him. Fucking everyone else, fucking if they'd have done the proper procedure when he was first on Vlad in the early 2010s telling everybody, yeah, I drove the car with the niggas that killed Tupac, maybe you'd have actually got a shooter or something. But one thing I do know is Keefe D said he finna drop the dime on Puff. So who knows? If they arrest Puffy, then this shit's extra real. So, but Keefe D did it to himself. He's been, like I said, he's been on Vlad and Say Cheese and every fucking interviewer of hood culture that you can think of, telling these niggas how he was the driver forever. And now, they've finally been like, all right, well, you say it, so why not?
30 years for somebody to hear it, apparently. But, you know, let's go with that. Zelmay, is this a big deal or no big deal?
Listen, my man been saying he been doing this since 2010. It's no big deal. Listen, I did this story on I'll Be That News, and they had like a standoff with the police and all this, and they like, we got a clue of who it was. I'm like, he been telling you on air for 10 years that hey, I do it, which leads into a bigger
10 years at least.
Which leads to a bigger conversation that Vlad be getting these people to interview, and then he be like, I got you after he do it.
Help was all I can say. Hollywood
Williams.
Hollywood, it is a big deal or no big deal. Shout out to Maze in the comments. Like, it's only a big deal, maybe to the family at best.
I feel like, you know, it's a big deal.
He's gotten better in the ring. Shout out Trick Williams.
It's a big deal because this is a murder that has been unsolved since 1996. Nigga, it's 2023, about to be 2024. Like, I mean, and you know, like Afro Comedy said, because I be on Vlad TV, and Keefe D has been on there for a while. Just Tupac this, Tupac that. I was there. I know the niggas. I was involved. Blah blah blah. So it's like, my guy, you've been incriminating yourself for how long? I mean, it was only a matter of time before this shit happened. Like, did it take too long because he's been doing it for a while? Hell yeah. I mean,
they probably just wanted to see if he was going to tell the same story the whole time. And for the most part, he has. If you go out and check, there haven't been that many variations in the story. I mean, I don't think he started out as the driver when he first told it back in the day, but after he said he was the driver, he kept it pretty consistent since then. So.
And all I know is if Diddy is involved, I don't know if Keefe D might make it to.
But here's the crazy part. How are you talking about a crime when? Listen, folks. I understand. I saw a lot of niggas who are super ignorant being like, "What happened to the statute of limitations?" There isn't a statute of limitations on murder.
Right.
Okay, they can charge you with it whenever. Please stop going on these platforms with millions of viewers and just incriminating yourself because you think that enough years have passed by to where you can't be incarcerated for it.
My thing is, it's good that there is still effort being
Y'all
made.
see? Hold on, wait. Did you see Jada Pinkett Smith out there? She made sure to hit the hot tweet as soon as she saw that. She's so happy.
I can
We're
say
got to go punch Tupac's headstone.
I'm applauding the effort that there still is effort to solve this crime. There is. With the amount of time that's passed at this point, it's probably not considered a big deal much other than, maybe to the family, people that are closely connected that always want justice to be served. Otherwise, I don't really think nobody's just going to be like, oh, well, yeah, finally found Tupac's shooter.
No, the shooter's already dead.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it at this point. Most people are probably just going to blow it by. I always want justice to be served. It's just, ugh. All I say is just, ugh. But since we're in the music biz, we'll go to the next music biz, see if this one. We have the announcement. It was made, I think, last Sunday, actually. Oh, Usher is going to be the Super Bowl musical entertainment or the halftime show. Is this a big deal? No big deal. Hollywood, you are the representative of our music spot in the Blurred Cartel. Make sure y'all go like, comment, and subscribe for what it sounds like. Is this a big deal or not a big deal that Usher is going to be gracing the stage?
Man, for me, it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm happy you get to see another, black performer on the Super Bowl stage. You know what I mean? Because sometimes a lot of these Super Bowls,
third year in a row,
a lot of these halftime shows be ass. You know what I mean? But I feel like Usher gonna do his thing. It's a semi big deal for me. I mean, it's not something that I'm like.
I mean, he might. You already seen Kiki.
Had they said my nigga Future,
he's gonna get somebody herpes at the Super Bowl.
Performing halftime, then yeah, that's definitely.
Oh,
that's the biggest of deals. But I fucks with Usher though.
I mean, it's a big deal for me. I'm happy because this will probably be the first. And honestly, it'll be a really good halftime show because Usher has a lot of hits. So it's gonna be some entertainment for me. I'm happy. Plus, having another African American one sort of continues to lead the way to maybe one day having just a singular rapper actually being the halftime show. We got Dre in the combination, so it's a step forward. Usher, another African American 3 years ago, it's another step forward. We may eventually lead to that, though it probably won't be Future to be the first one to be honest. It'll be somebody quote unquote legendary. We'll see in that nature. But
Drizzy.
Hey, I love Drizzy would probably
if they do Drizzy, it had to be Wayne too. They should do Wayne and Drake though. They should do Wayne and Drake. That would be a slapper. I thought Rock Nation was gonna keep on pulling the strings this year because they've been getting them niggas up there on that goddamn between Rihanna and fucking when they had the whole Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Kendrick fucking consortium. You know what I mean? But it makes sense because the Super Bowl is going to be in Las Vegas this coming year, right? I do believe. I think so, but I'm not a sports guy, so. But it makes sense because Usher, if it is going to be in Las Vegas, Usher's got the residency out there, so that all makes sense. They're trying to get another Emmy win up there. They get so far but whenever black people play the Super Bowl wins an Emmy for the performance. It happened with Rihanna. It happened with Kendrick. It happened before that with I want to say Prince. The Weeknd. But you see what I'm saying?
Beyonce, a lot of it,
man.
When niggas get up there, they win Emmys.
And the thing about it, the Super Bowl has not gotten to the point where they allow a rapper to solo the entire thing. They have not gotten to that point yet, and only because the song selection, everything would be something that
we got pretty close with Dr. Dre, Kendrick. 50
they got the combination of people, and they even had Mary J. Blige that sort of helped. They had to monitor what songs to do. A solo rapper, they haven't made it there. They're going towards there, but it would have to be a rapper that has songs that can sort of.
So it's got to be Drake.
Balance, not just negative connotations everywhere. So
it's got to be Drake.
Drake would make the most sense, probably him and Wayne. So,
but see, then it wouldn't be a singular. Then it wouldn't be a singular rapper.
Shoot, might as well be.
Hey, I hear you.
What we got?
This is the answer to the question. It's a big deal if Usher lets it burn.
Oh, he's finna let it burn.
Yo, listen.
Niggas better get that Valtrex ready.
Yo, That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
Listen, Keke Palmer bring all the girls out that he stole from their man. Bring them all out, perform. It's gonna be the biggest deal of the year.
Them doctors should be making money on penicillin stock going through the roof, and it can't even fix that shit.
Help is all I can say for these ones. Help. But either way, we got Usher. Shout out to Usher. Glad you're making it through it. Now, we do have one more topic. This one, I'm not gonna say like it's not a big deal. This one is a big deal, but it's more of what perspective are you going to take on this one. So, and we're not gonna undermine any stories, especially ones dealing with serious topics like police brutality. But there was another instance supposedly that happened where in Jacksonville, there was a 24-year-old named Lakeem Woods that was arrested, and supposedly Jacksonville sheriffs were beating on him even as he was handcuffed down. Very serious, very ugly moment. So it seems to be another instance of police brutality, but there's still information trying to come out, still doing an investigation, supposedly not letting nobody even speak to him. So it's more of not just if this is a big deal or not, but what is your take on this, and if the trend is continuing, that this is not something that seems to be stopping. What are your thoughts on it? So Zelmay, we'll go to you first. What are your thoughts on it? What you thinking?
Yeah, recently we had the Goon Squad in Rankin County. We had the guy who beat up the jailers who beat up the guy in Baltimore. So it's all happened in like the last few months. So like it's a continuous thing that happens, and we gotta figure out. But like I said, what is it? Authority and beating up young black men? Is it? What is the reason for it? Is it the idea that you can get away with it because people don't care as much? Like, oh, it's not gonna make national news. It ain't gonna be a bigger deal. They gonna get over it. They might burn. They sit it down and be over. Like, you gotta start thinking about that, and we gotta start thinking of real answers instead of shout out to J. Cole and his line with Secret Recipe, where you're like, activists want you oppressed because they make so much money off you being oppressed. It seems like they want you to be oppressed. So you gotta figure out reasons for it. Why do they not see black people human beings? Stuff like that, man. It's always sad, but we'll see what happens in the whole thing.
I'm gonna go Hollywood Sensei. Your thoughts on this not ending?
I mean, every time I see shit like this, like my blood, it boils to a hotter than hell type of boiling. You know what I mean? Because clearly you can see that young man's face. Some nefarious, heinous activities took place. You know what I mean? And anything that has to deal with racism in Florida, I automatically believe it. Like, I mean, we got one of the biggest examples ever from Florida, what happened to Trayvon Martin. You know what I mean? So it's just, this country was never for us. I mean, it never was. I mean, it's 2023. The same shit that was happening in fucking 1920, 1940, whatever, is still happening now. Like, I mean, no matter how much we protest, how much we whatever, like, they still don't give a fuck because, our lives are deemed less than. Like, I mean, it's just, I mean, it's bullshit. And I hope the family gets the answers that they are seeking. And I really hope everybody that was involved in this situation get the proper punishment. It's probably not going to happen because this is America and we know how we know how that goes. But it's just, it's sickness, and I'm done with the bullshit.
Welcome, Unico Williams. If you're not aware of this story, at this point, what happened is over the course of this week, there was a story that came out that Jacksonville sheriffs had arrested a 24-year-old named Lakeem Woods. Supposedly, it was arrested for resistance without violence. I believe that was the quote that was used. Maybe misquoted, but I believe that was it. And then there was tape of the sheriff's policeman still attacking or beating on him even as he was handcuffed. Not going to play the video or anything here, but we're just sharing thoughts of this seeming trend of police brutality, possibly against just only African-American people, not stopping And Unico, you can share your thoughts before I give it to the Afro Comedy. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me once again. Man, that's damn. I hate that I came in on this. I thought y'all would have been arguing about anime or something by this time. But man, I hate this, and it seems to happen a lot to like black people. But man, I wish that they would start doing like I want everybody film the police, bro. Black, white, Mexican, Indian, it don't matter. Everybody film the police. If like so that we can see that whether there's a, you know, there was an instance in Indianapolis outside of the Geist Mall, that's the fashion mall, and this officer he just pulled these brothers over because they was walking out, and he's an off-duty officer, but he's wearing his whole, you know, uniform, old school guy, and he's saying things like this: I'm a cop, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm a cop, I can do whatever I want to you. They have that in their head, and that's what's so troubling to me, because police believe that they are above civilians, the people that they serve. Now, last time I checked, the servant is to be below the civilian. Is that correct? Or anytime you're being served, if you're serving somebody, you are, you know, in a sense, and from a hierarchy standpoint, you are below them. So you should treat them as such, and you should have respect. But these guys, I hear them cussing people out, get the F on the ground. You know, they just so disrespectful. And people believe, and you know, there's nothing worse in the world than having somebody get a position of power that used to be bullied. They are the worst people in the world, because they see that guy that's flashy. Like me right now, I'm rocking Melody. This is high-end stuff. I wear that in high school or something like that. And this person was this, that, and the third. They remember stuff like that, right? And then they become police officers and they find you. And what they do is they try and use their power, because you can't do nothing to no police, because before these cameras, it used to be your word against mine. It used to be that. But now we got cameras and stuff, and a lot of police are being held accountable for their crimes and their actions and all that type of stuff. And I'm happy. I think we're going in a better direction. And I'm glad that phones are out here, but now they're trying to make laws where they say, well, you got to be 100 feet away from the crime scene. Now they're trying to make things to you can still film. You just got to be so far away you can't hear the bullshit that I'm saying. So it just, they still trying to find a way to be evil. And that's just what's so terrible to me. And that's what they continue to do. This young brother, whether he did right or wrong, I don't know, but you supposed to do your job right. If I don't do my job right at my job, I get fired. Ain't that right? Do that happen to y'all? Do y'all know about that?
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that. Let them go ahead about their business. But we need to be able to, who's policing the police? Because you know what they do? They take them up there to internal affairs. Mm-hmm. And they investigate themselves when it comes to this. And they always find no wrongdoing. And then they put it in front of a judge and they say, what you mean there was no wrongdoing? That man didn't do anything. And you beat him up. That man stopped. Man, you hit the back of his car, officer, and you're trying to say that you didn't rear end him. And he put on his, you know what I'm saying? So they always stretch it out and loop. It is what it is, man. Look, I'm black and I'm proud, and it is what it is, and I understand. You know, it take a minute. You know, me personally, I went into a situation where, you know, I felt like I'm always gonna be good, but I found out sometimes, you know, you get put in situations where people that are above you, they tend to think differently, and you know, and I accepted my blackness, and I know what comes with it. All we can do is keep on trying to get better. That's all I can do.
Appreciate that. Afro Kami,
so
you are up.
So word.
Same shit, different day, yo. It's as simple as that.
I hate that he can say that and we can't even disagree with it. I hate that he can say that and we can't disagree with it. I mean, at some point, I almost wonder what to do. Like, record them. It can take months to years for the police officer that's identified in a day. even get suspended from their job, even gets an investigation started. Not to count the many stories not even spoken, told, reported, and all we can do is just sit on the internet and watch and talk about it. It's almost saddening, and I pray for them. I pray for, the family. I hope they get the justice and it don't take forever and a doggone day. But at this point, we need solutions and exposures rather than just hoping that the story just gets shared. We at the point we got to hope the story is even told at one point before we can even start to get justice served for it. So I almost hate it.
Vote locally.
That's a fact, yo. Vote in your local elections.
Vote for your sheriffs. Vote for your mayors, your sheriffs. Them the
councilmen.
Them the ones that hold the police. Them the ones that hold the police accountable. And
vote for the people who make the laws that control where you're at.
That is the truth. Now, supposedly this was the last story, but there was a TikTok that I happened to pass by, so make sure we end this on a more happier note.
Is this about to be some bullshit, Monterey?
No. It had something to do. It had something to do with Usher.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a Valtrex commercial.
So no. Shout out to this podcast. But there was a take that somebody had, and of course, we are the show that takes the hot takes and we dissect them and we will make them make sense. So shout out to this podcast, and all their work. Make sure y'all go like, subscribe, and follow to them as well as to us. But this is what it was said.
R. Kelly and Usher had a versus. Usher smoke him. He gonna do Trapped in the Closet, and y'all gonna realize the shit was mid. It was just creative.
Whoa.
Music business is smashes. No, music business is smashes. Step in the Name of Love. That's cool. That ain't better than the B-side record on Confessions. That's not better than Bad Girl. Now let's say Nice and Slow. It's 7 o'clock on the dot.
I was just going feeling on your booty.
Feeling on your booty is not fucking
feeling
with
on your booty. Your booty.
Are we talking about smashes or good records? If we talking about smashes, then Booty is not a smash. R. Kelly doesn't have a lot of smashes, y'all. I'm outside. When I'm outside, you don't hear R. Kelly records in the club. I know people think I'm crazy. If we saying 100 songs in history, ain't nobody in history gonna beat R. Kelly. He got 100 songs that we all know.
Yes.
Usher has 20 songs that are complete monster.
That's what I'm gonna concede. Because I do agree. I agree with smashes.
Originally, if you missed the first few seconds of that, that take was that Usher would beat R. Kelly in a verses, especially the verses 20 songs versus 20 songs. That Usher has 20 hits that would top 20 hits from R. Kelly. And I need to know this round table, we're not stealing from the round table. Make sure y'all go catch the round table on the Blur Cartel every Wednesday. But this round table that we have collected on Make It Make Sense, is that a true statement, hot take, that Usher would beat R. Kelly in a versus? I'm gonna start with the music, man. Hollywood Sensei, do you think there is truth to that Usher could beat R. Kelly in a versus? 20 songs versus 20 songs.
It's a lot of truth, a lot of validity to that statement. You know what I mean? I do feel like R. Kelly is, bullshit aside, he can stand on the versus stage with a lot of people and beat a lot of people. But I do feel like
literally can't stand on the stage with anybody.
Right. I mean, I feel like Usher definitely he got the hits. I could run down the list of them. You know what I mean, of the hits that Usher got. Like, I mean, it's I really feel like the only person for me that would probably smoke Usher in the verses, that's like an R&B singer, like a singer, is probably Beyonce or The Weeknd. That's it. Other than that,
no Chris Breezy?
No, Chris Brown's my guy, but he
ain't got the catalog that Usher's got.
Fucking with Usher. You gotta think about but then again with R. Kelly, it's the features, the songs you wrote, everything. So
you had the songs he wrote in, then you got some crazy ones.
R. Kelly's pen been around.
It's heavy, but if we excluding the songs he wrote, now I'm taking Usher, but I don't think it's a far-fetched statement to say Usher could beat R. Kelly in the verses. Would he smoke him? No, but he would beat him. It's a very high chance that Usher would win that verses.
Zelmay, do you agree?
20 for 20, yes. 10 for 10, no, but 20 for 20, yes. I have to
10 for 10.
10 for 10. We go in the Ignition in the top 10 now.
I was about to say, once you get into Ignition and Chocolate Factory, and I mean, Usher,
once
I
you
mean,
get to that
R. Kelly
last
got a
second
quick
10,
10 easy.
yeah, but then once you get in that second 10 group, and you be like, okay, R. Kelly do got good songs, but Usher got bangers still going. So I'm 20 for 20 go Usher.
R. Kelly ain't got nothing for lovers and friends, dog. But what he gonna do with that?
He gonna play bump and
He's
grind.
gonna play that. No, he's gonna play the Trapped in the Closet where the pregnant girl shits on herself.
You know the sad fact that he could play Trapped in the Closet like the first 2 chapters and it would still work because
that is a good Monterey. That is a good counter to lovers.
Like he would just play bump and grind. See, that's my thing. Like
she was cheating on her husband with a midget named Big Mac.
When I first heard this, I was like, man, there's no way. I was like, absolutely not. Then I actually thought about Usher's actual catalog. Even he's still coming out with songs now that are bangers, like good. He is still coming out with music that is good. Not just coming out with music. You know, there's still artists that come out with music. They don't necessarily bang, but good music. Usher still can put out hits. So I don't think it's far-fetched. Now, I do think it would be closer, but like, it's because, I mean, it can go to some other ones. Like even though like just You Remind Me of something to Half on a Baby, and we would still be in the like, golly, I forgot what R. Kelly had though. So I think it would be close, but I'm not gonna
still
say
sneaking age ain't nothing but a number for the freaks.
I'm not gonna think it would be far fetched. Now all I know it would be bras and panties probably going everywhere. You know, so long as R. Kelly physically present there, if they would be going everywhere, you know, for Usher and everyone, just for the music itself. I don't think it's far fetched though. I'm not gonna 100% agree that I think Usher win, but I think it's. I mean, because I can say the same. I'm like, Usher ain't got nothing for happy people. Everybody be sitting up there twirling and dancing like they old people. So it would be tough. It would be hella tough. I'm not gonna hold you, but I think it'll be close. I'm not gonna say I think he wins though. Afro Kami, your thoughts before I go to the great Unico Williams.
I think R. Kelly would eke it out in the end, but could Usher win? Yes. Usher's got an amazing catalog. He's been making music for a very long time. But R. Kelly, I don't know. He does something to people, and not just illegally. Fucking, there's just something about R. Kelly that fucking, it don't matter what color you are. He finna rev your engine. It is what it is. He's got the keys. He knows how to flip over the ignition. Like he's told us this. He even remixed it, and we still rocked with it. But I mean, could Usher win? Yes. Does Usher wash R. Kelly in any way, shape, or form? No. Come on now, let's be honest. I'm personally of belief. I think it'd be a damn good fight, but I think Usher's got I think R. Kelly's got enough of hits that people have forgot about to where he could start just nostalgia washing niggas to a level that we haven't seen in a second.
And Unico Williams, before I give the verdict, what are your thoughts on this supposed versus?
I mean, it's a great matchup. That's where I'm at. It's a great matchup. But as you've seen me say in an intro, back in season 1, free Robert.
That's crazy.
Free Robert. I mean, man, this guy's got. I mean, don't get it twisted.
And this was post surviving R. Kelly, folks. Just so you know. He said this post surviving R. Kelly. Post surviving R. Kelly, yes.
So like, I'm just saying, I mean, dude's got hits on hits on hits, and he's been doing it for a very long time. He's got a little time on Usher. Usher is now available to do things with Keke Palmer, whereas R. Kelly is not able to do anything with Keke Palmer at this time. But man, I'm edging it out to R. Kelly. Just because like he was doing it during the nasty days, and he did it with several different hairstyles, bald,
cornrows,
Max,
afro,
like he did it all. He even got on this. He even made
He had a mohawk. Remember the Batman video? Like it was like a god dang. It was literally promo for like the Michael Keaton Batman, and R. Kelly did a music video in it. It was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, John.
I'm gonna take it a step further. He actually made Tiger from the Basement actually have kind of a hit song for a second.
Oh, he did.
So I mean, that's magic because
I thought it was Tigger though.
Tigger, I'm sorry, Big Tigger. Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize. Thanks for helping me out.
Oh yeah, Big Tigger.
Big Tigger from the Basement. He literally made a song.
Got him saying
like just that
slapper.
People
Slapper. Toya Thorne still goes hard. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't know if Usher got anything for Fiesta.
He ain't got nothing for Toya Thorne.
You know what I mean? Fiesta remix, Fiesta. I don't know.
Fiesta.
What's he got for Chocolate Factory, bruh? What does Usher have for Chocolate Factory?
I don't know, man.
He's talking about assholes on that joint. And it was still beautiful.
Girl, I'm ready to toss your salad while making love with me. Girl, I'm in the kitchen while you're cooking food. What the fuck was that? But it hit.
It slapped.
Hey, hold on. Was that R. Kelly's best arc, storyteller arc? Was that his best arc, or was it the 90s arc?
No, early 2000s was way nastier because he was well matured in his nastiness, and the world was being born anew, being socially aware. So it was just extra gross.
Okay, so
to
end this off.
Okay.
No. To end this off, I don't have, because everybody's gonna be wondering, what do you consider their top songs? So I don't know their top songs, but I'm gonna read off, 20 songs for each. I'm just gonna read off 20 random songs. Y'all can determine it from there how you feel. So I'll start with Usher, since he will be the challenger, I guess, in this. First 20 songs that pop up, in the popular list would be Love in This Club, Yeah, Burn, My Way, You Make Me Wanna, Climax, Nice and Slow, Ooh, You Got It Bad, You Remind Me, There Goes My Baby, Caught Up, Here I Stand, Love in This Club, Confessions, Bad Girl, You Got It Bad, OMG, Moving Mountains, Confessions Part 2, You Don't Have to Call. That's 20.
You Make Me Climax so bad.
Those are
that's crazy.
That's a solid 20.
That's just
it is
straight up.
That's the best of that he can sell right now. If he can sell that best of right now,
Love in This Club is still getting played at some middle school dance today.
Usher could,
which is nasty.
Even though it would never happen, but Love in This Club in the verses, if you bring Beyonce out, you won, bro.
Yeah. Well, you got the win for that round. I don't think you got the win for the verses.
Oh, hold on, it's a wrap.
I don't think so.
Will I Am coming out on Oh My God?
Now, if it was Taylor Swift,
Oh My God. Oh yeah, Will I Am on it? Listen, man.
Okay.
Will I Am come out on Oh My God and see what happened?
Now, luckily, after reading the list, I don't feel bad for saying that I'm not sure Usher would still win. But let me read off.
Yeah, R. Kelly joint.
Let's talk about it.
So for 20 R. Kelly,
Brown.
12 Play, You Remind Me of Something, I Believe I Can Fly, Step in the Name of Love, Sex Me, Down Low, Ignition the Remix, the original Ignition, When a Woman's Fed Up, Bump and Grind, Seems Like You're Ready. Hold up. Let's see. I said 12 Play already. You Remind Me of Something, Love Letter.
You said Remind Me of Something already.
Huh?
You said that one twice.
You did say Remind Me of Something already.
But Love Letter, For Your Thorn, Chocolate Factory, Happy People. Did I say It Seems Like You're Ready?
You did.
Anyway, Feeling on Your Booty, Honey Love, Same Girl, even though it counts for both of them. Double Up, Write Me Back. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's like missing some. It's like there's some songs that should be in there that aren't.
Right. That's not the strongest R. Kelly list.
It ain't gonna be the strongest. I just pulled up 20 quickly.
Usher could beat that.
If you do his best, then I don't.
I would say if we take all the Usher's hits and put them against every R. Kelly A side, I don't think he's getting over on Kales.
I'm
with Afro Kami.
I said top 10 R. Kelly.
20, 10, he's smashing them out. Like, that's easy work. Fucking R. Kelly is no diffing Usher on 10 songs.
20, I think Usher got it. Once you get to 30 or 40, I think R. Kelly just lists too long.
Eventually, his catalog, he's just going to have more songs than you, so you can't keep going. But there is like a little sweet spot in the 20 to 30 range where Usher can get over.
Okay. Let me try this 20 then.
This for Kale.
Oh yeah, it's for Kel. I was like, let me just pull up an official top 20 then, rather than just going off random Google. But they went from I Can't Sleep, Half on a Baby, The Greatest Six, Honey Love, Feeling on Your Booty, I Wish, Fiesta the remix, I'm a Flirt the remix, Your Body's Calling, Happy People, When a Woman's Fed Up, Bump and Grind, Seems Like You're Ready, Ignition the remix, Down Low, Sex Me, You Remind Me of Something, Well Play, Step in the Name of Love, I Believe I Can Fly.
That's a nasty 20. That's a nasty 20.
That 20, it might be, I don't know.
I would say Usher gonna have to box hard for that 20.
That's missing songs.
I was gonna say that didn't even have all the songs that you listed on the first 20.
Got Fiesta on there, dog. That's crazy.
Nope.
They got the
Get
remix.
the Tide Pods out right now. It's a wash, dog.
I don't think it's a wash, but
somebody get Usher some more.
Like I said, I don't think they beat R. Kelly. Well, I'm just thinking of 20. I'm like, R. Kelly actually does have 20 he can run off.
All right, so I want to ask y'all because I mean, my man Boosie has said this on DJ Vlad. He said that the man that we talking about, R. Kelly, would smash Michael Jackson in the verses. He would embarrass him.
Well, let me pull up the top 20 Michael Jackson songs, even though I know that's complete blasphemy, but it's fine. Let's take it.
I was gonna say R. Kelly, look, shout out to R. Kelly, but Mike Jackson, there's just something about a nigga from Indiana. Once they get in the music business, it's something different, bro.
Definitely. Shout out to the Gary boys.
So let's look up the top 20 of Michael Jackson songs, and then I got an extra one.
Michael Jackson might can play with 40 and then just pick.
I was about to say he could go longer than 20. I feel like.
Oh, he can.
Taken by his eras, yo.
Well, let's see.
Go from Jackson 5 to fucking losing his life.
And see, that's the thing about it. The 20 I'm finna say probably doesn't even include the Jackson 5 hits.
Yeah.
Which will smash anybody. But the 20 I got that's just on this random list is The Way You Make Me Feel.
Come here.
We're Here to Change the World. Human Nature. Speed Demon. PYT. Wanna Be Starting Something. Earth Song. Rock With You. Man in the Mirror. Being. Dirty Diana. Black or White. Leave Me Alone. Remember the Time. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Smooth Criminal. Bad. Thriller. Beat It. Billie Jean. That's 20.
Come on.
That's not even counting the
Jackson.
Jackson.
There's not a person on this planet that is beating that 20. Except for maybe Taylor Swift.
He's got 40 years worth of hits.
Like that don't even include the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5 hits might hit 20 on their own.
R. Kelly might stop doing his song and say, "You just go."
I was about to say he'll lay down halfway through that. He'd be like, "I'm gonna go be in the crowd while you finish your set."
If I had to, though, I would put R. Kelly up against him. If I had to make a great show, I would do it. I
would, but
they be pissing on people and all kinds of crazy shit.
Okay,
that would be a nasty verse.
Okay,
that would be nasty.
And Mike being on people too. That's crazy.
Mike would go with the flow. You would have to walk.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And
personally,
that nigga gonna be holding his kid over the balcony. Quit playing.
Help.
If I had $1,000.
Oh no! And then I just looked up like 10 dance. Oh, they can't do the Jackson 5 ones because that I Want You Back, ABC, I'll Be There, Santa Claus Is Coming to Town, Never Can Say Goodbye, Maybe Tomorrow, Dancing Machine. They can't beat Mike. They can't beat Mike.
Especially not if you got Tito on the backing track.
Nobody beats Mike. And then if they were to pick the top 20 Michael Jackson
Tito and Jerome, nigga.
The top 20 Michael Jackson songs? No. Then nobody beats.
You know that Memphis juking they be doing? I just saw them do a smash up of him dancing with Cher to Robot, whatever, but they put a Memphis song to it and sped it up. Ooh. Hey, Michael Jackson ate that up. And he didn't even know he was doing. Bro, I was like, yo, he was.
Hey,
I was like,
hey, I've heard a trap mix, a man in the mirror, yo. Michael Jackson's vocals fit into any genre on any beat. It does not matter. That man's voice is like a sonic chameleon. He can blend in with anything.
I was about to say the only person I feel like could even, compete with Mike on that versus stage is Beyonce.
That's the queen.
What about Taylor Swift?
No.
Taylor Swift, bruh.
I feel like
Taylor Swift got hits.
Come on. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this: Taylor Swift has these niggas. She went back and remade her music, and these motherfuckers are out here buying it all over again just so she can get paid. Not Scooter Braun. She out here. Hey. She ain't not new music. She is re-recording all her old shit, and this shit is going platinum. That's crazy.
Cute. That's cute, but all I know is
Michael Jackson did it first.
All I know is Travis Kelce should play basketball the way he hitting that backboard of a butt she got.
The money makes it feel better. He's using her wallet to cushion that shit while he's slapping it, bro.
Ain't no wallet on while you fucking.
Hey, shit. If you got as much money as Taylor Swift, the money don't never leave.
That's cute.
She ain't not, nigga. Nigga, she out here changing economies.
We don't hit the same.
She out here.
Don't hit the same, pimp.
The money hits better. Quit playing. I'm taking Taylor Swift for all she's worth.
No money don't make it fire. Man,
no, I beg to differ. The money makes it better.
Let's take Paris Hilton and see.
No, because Paris ain't got direct. Paris Hilton's parents could end up cutting her out of the will at some point in time. Taylor's money's guaranteed.
She's still the heiress, dog. They ain't gonna.
I don't know. They cut her out the will. She ain't the heiress to shit.
Well, she ain't that nothing from the cut, so she.
That's why she quit with the reality TV show shit, because they was about to cut her out the goddamn will. This bitch a DJ in Dubai now.
But y'all gotta be honest, dog.
That's a fact, though. Go look it up, folks. I ain't even joking. Paris Hilton be DJing.
I know she got a flat old ass that I don't want to hit.
It's a performance too.
You wouldn't fuck Taylor Swift?
Yeah, a banger. What you mean?
Okay, I was just making sure. I was just saying, nigga.
But he had a little bounce back with the other girl, though. He had a little bounce back.
Like I said, the money make it feel better.
Taylor don't bounce it back like that.
She out here giving the lighting man $100,000 bonuses. The nigga that rig up the lights got $100,000 bonus.
That don't mean the ass fat.
He got off instantly upon receiving that fucking $100,000. I guarantee you. He got the wood nut bolt quick right after that. Guaranteed.
No,
money makes everything.
She would be
better.
Weird to hang out with. I feel like we just would not buy.
I feel like she's probably a freak.
Do you think y'all could hang out with Taylor Swift and like have a good time? I
could.
Would y'all code switch and be like, "Hey Taylor, what's going on?"
Have you, nigga?
Would you code switch to Taylor?
Do you think that I would code switch? No, I don't code switch for shit.
Oh, you ain't getting Taylor then, cuz.
Nigga, what are you talking about? I'm gonna have Taylor sitting here playing Dark Souls, giving me a blowjob fucking while I'm goddamn trying to get my fucking goddamn Cash App to link up to her.
Hey, fella, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Run the gauntlet on him real quick before we're gone, people.
Nigga, you gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. How old is you is?
No, on that note,
like me gonna code switch.
We thank you
Taylor,
all.
how you doing?
Hey, girl.
I already got that kind of exit though, so I just talked to a regular.
We thank you all for joining us for another episode of Making Big Sense as it went off the rails of what these.
Yo, hold on, wait. Me having Taylor Swift doing key bumps is fire, though. Think about it.
What these two down here on the bottom would do with, or possibly around Miss Taylor Swift. Miss Taylor Swift, we mean no harm, and please
I need the Swizzy stimmy. I ain't gonna lie.
We of the Blurred Cartel over on 99 Media and Making Big Sense do not advocate for any of the random sayings of the Afro-Comic or Unico Williams. We do not advocate for anything.
I'm still in the sentence.
We forgive us. We have nothing to do with what they say. Please, we love you. Thank you so much. I'll shout out to all of your success. Otherwise, this has been another episode of Make It Make Sense. It has went completely off the railings, but hopefully you will forgive the bottom two. Speaking of the bottom two, Unico Williams, where can they find you besides chasing after Taylor Swift?
Wow, man, hold on. It's kind of hard to come and say where you're from after you've been literally obliterated with verbiage. But I'll try. You can find me, Unico Williams, on YouTube. UNIQO Williams on YouTube. We are growing. We are almost at that sweet spot, 500. So please keep on liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. And I can get paid. And I can do this all day instead of slaving for the man. Slaving for Taylor Swift.
I feel you.
Shit, you better get that 100K bonus.
Do this all day. Afro Comedy 765, where can they find you besides trying to find the 100K bonus?
At Afro Comedy 765 on all platforms. Of course, on Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag, you know the vibe. Something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Yes, don't ban him. Otherwise, the Zell may have to go and try to rescue him. Where can they find you at?
You can find me a CEO of all the 99s. You can find me at Overall 99 Media. You can find me at Overall 99 Anime with Monte getting shorts, getting people upset. And you can find me doing manga reviews on there. So I do manga reviews on the channel. So we got stuff going on there. You can see me on Overall 99 Sports every once in a while, but Dominique doing his thing on that channel with the shorts. You can see all the Overall 99 game and everything. We everywhere. I'll be that news in the CEO of the 99s, baby.
Man, you better shout out the nurse that saw the baby on the highway. You better quit acting like I ain't on the channel putting on, bruh.
And of course, speaking of the channels, we have the representative of not only the Blur Cartel, but what it sounds like it is the Riz Kage. Where can they find you?
I mean, you can find your boy Hollywood _Sensei 215 on Instagram. Subscribe to that YouTube for me. Also, subscribe to that What It Sound Like YouTube page as well. And the Blur Cartel, we everywhere: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch, all that good stuff. And also be on the lookout. My man Mo Lowry having a Mortal Kombat tournament. Blur Cartel, we gonna be in that. We a little sponsorship in that, John. So be on the lookout for that, John. And then let's make it make sense. We back next week.
And Joe got a lot of reviews coming on the Overall 99 Media channel. So just check it out. Creator, all that. We got Gen V coming up. I got Paw Patrol coming out sometime tomorrow.
Got Paw Patrol coming out. It's crazy.
Paw Patrol.
We review movies, all of them.
If it get $10 million and it get you paid, you're gonna be like, yeah, Paw Patrol.
First of all, Paw Patrol done raked in far more than $10 million.
I'm talking about for me. 10 million views, I mean. 10 million views.
I was gonna say it's been a lot more than $10 million went into Paw Patrol.
Them kids gonna comment, "Mommy, it's the mustache man."
You don't want that, James. That's how you end up on a list when fucking kids start calling you the mustache man.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here now.
and of course, as you see on the bottom, make sure y'all go follow the Blur Cartel over on 99 Media on all pages, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe to all of them, as well as to Make It Make Sense, the podcast channel. We'll be back next week for all kinds of stories, all kinds of hot takes, hot topics. Please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that nice button. Appreciate y'all for joining. We is out. We love you.